Okay, so in this video, we're just going to take a look at the H&Y RevoRing. Now, I just want to say up front, this is not a full review of this. This is just me talking about finally getting these, okay? This is the very first thing that I've ever ordered through Kickstarter, through a Kickstarter project. And it took a very long time to get this. And these just arrived. I've actually had them now for about a week, and I didn't want to do anything with them until I could do a little bit of a video about it. Now, I did open one of them and kind of look at it. I had to see that. But anyway, very first Kickstarter thing, and it just was not a fail, but it was very disappointing that it took so long. So I don't do full unboxings. I don't do full reviews, but let's open this up. Just so you know, I have the 67 to 82, and I have the 58 to 77. I needed to get both to cover the range of lens sizes that I own. So this is what you get when you open the box. You get this nice little case, and you get a user operating guide. Okay, sounds kind of odd, but anyway, open this up. Comes in a Ziploc bag and wrapped in wax paper is, and I'm going to lay that down like that, is the RevoRing. Now, these are ND filters, also circular polarizer. And if you don't know and you haven't seen their video of what this thing is all about, but this is how it attaches to your lens. So I've got this gripped, this one here, and this thumb is on this one, and if you twist it, you can see, and then we'll put it, I'll put it on a lens in a minute. But anyway, it's got these nice pins here. One of these turns your ND filter. The ND filter is marked up here, and I'm anxious to see, you know, how accurate this is. Like, is it actually 2 stops, 3 stops? We'll see. You know, I'll check that out. And the other one obviously just rotates for the circular polarizer. So it feels nice and solid. Definitely feels like a quality product. What are my expectations with this thing? Well, what my expectations are is, just from looking at it and feeling it, I think it's going to be what I thought it was, and that is something solid. As far as the ND filter, I'm expecting a little bit of color shift. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but we'll check it out probably in another video. I am expecting some color shift. I have several other ND filters. I have Tiffin's. Let's see, I have Tiffin's. I have some cheap no-name ones, and I have Hoya, different ones, and they all have some sort of a quirk to the color. Anyway, on to mounting this thing on a lens. That's what we want to see. So let's just, this is a 70 to 200, and right now it has dog hair on a clear UV filter. And I always keep a clear UV on there. Yes, I am the guy that actually smashed a UV filter, and I think I did a video. If I did a video for that, I'll put a link to it in the box up above. But yes, I did drop a lens and smash it. Actually, this lens did not break my element because I had one of these. Never thought that I would be the guy to do that, but I did it. Actually, I didn't do it. My wife did it. So let's see how this is going to. Okay, I'm on there. Now, what I'm expecting is you're going to have to go ahead and thread it a little bit to get it tighter. It's actually threading on just like a regular filter, but it doesn't go too tight. Let's just see what we got here. Right there it starts to get tight and then it skips. So that's good. So let's go back to where it's tight. And now if you have one of these lenses or you've ever used one of these lenses, and this is a full body DSLR with a battery grip with batteries in it, there's a little bit of weight there. So I'm going to put my hand under it and let's just see. It holds it. It passes that test right there. And for me, that's good enough. I mean, if it can, I know this isn't a lens cloth, but okay. So the best part about this is not the part of putting it on, but it's the part of taking it off, I guess. You could unthread it if you had to, but the best part is just being able to twist and lift it off. And let's just put that back on. It just kind of centers itself, and then all you got to do it there. Twist it that much, and it's down nice and tight. So that part of it is good. Now let's, okay, I don't know how, I'm going to try to hand hold this. I don't know how good I'm going to do with this, but let's see. Let's look at our meter on the back. I'm at minimum on there. And if I, so now let's adjust that to 2. So it's depending on how I tilt it. Does take it up to about 1. There is 3. So it's, I should have it on a tripod to do this, but I'm just doing a quick handheld just to see how accurate that is. It's looking like it's close, looking like it's very close. So that part of it I'm kind of happy with, I should say. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the other one just for the fun of it. Kind of expecting to see the same thing, just a 58 to 77. This one's nice and clean. I haven't opened this one yet. This is the very first time taking this one out of the box. I have to say it moves nice and smooth. That's the variable ND part. It's very, very nice and smooth. And this is a little stiffer. It's the same way on the other unit. The circular polarizer is a little stiffer, but not too stiff, just a little stiffer than this. This moves very easy, and just so you know, that does have hard stops. So you have a variable ND filter with hard stops. But just know that it's a hard stop, but if you keep pushing, then you're going to push the circular polarizer. So actually I have another lens here, we'll try that on. So we have Blackmagic Pocket Cinema, and this has Sigma 18 to 35 art lens. Let me use my high-tech lens cleaning cloth here. So this has a UV protector on it. Now let's set this up the way as if I was actually going to be shooting. If I was shooting with this camera, this UV protector I just put on here just as a protector, I would take that off and I would probably go with, let's see, Tiffin Pro Mist would be something that I would typically use. I have Pro Mist. This is a quarter. I have 1/8. So I would put my Pro Mist on here, and this is dirty as well, dusty I should say. So this is the 58 to 77. This is a 72 millimeter, so this should go right on with no problems. It tightens up. Actually, this one tightens up tight, just like a regular filter. It's not skipping. And now sometimes I have a matte box on here. Obviously with a matte box might not work. I don't know, I'll have to see, get the matte box out and check and see. But a lot of times I shoot without a matte box. So there it is. And I can't really do a check on this camera with where the settings are, because this just has a histogram, and I kind of, when I'm shooting with this, I just go off my histogram unless I'm getting really creative, and then I throw the histogram away and just shoot whatever looks right, whatever feels right. Histograms are okay, but you know, sometimes you throw them away. I learned that a long time ago, just shooting photography. Camera geeks will rely on histograms. Creative people will kind of look at a histogram and say, okay, it's a histogram, yeah. And then if you're getting really creative and you're doing like creative lighting and stuff, histogram isn't going to do you any good. But on this camera, I do tend to use my histogram quite a bit, unless I'm just in some kind of a really odd lighting situation. Anyway, there it is. RevoRing H&Y. A little bit about the Kickstarter thing. This was my very first thing, very first item that I ever purchased from Kickstarter. I seen this on a cinematographer's YouTube. They had been given one of these and were kind of promoting it. So I went to Kickstarter, signed up for it. That was pre-COVID. And then COVID came along. I guess it slowed everything down, and everything came to a grinding halt, and then things started up again. And then I was at the tail end of this. Now, I ordered into this early, but I was at the tail end of the group that received the final ones. There was one group that received a lot earlier than me, and then in China or wherever they were making these things, they shut the factories down again. There was something to do about a holiday, and then something about COVID, and yada, yada, yada. It just, all I know was I paid my money, and it was taking me forever to get this. And I've known other people that have, bought into Kickstarter projects, and that's crowdfunding. That's how it works. So anyway, it took me a really, really long time to get these, but we'll see. And I'll probably do another video. We'll look at color shift and things like that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Come back to the channel. Check out more stuff. I'm Harmless. And thank you for watching, and have a great day.